Subscribe to Emmanuel Tutorials and press the bell icon for notifications. Hello everyone, welcome to Emmanuel Tutorials. Today we will be seeing how we can use the precedence rule and apply it to solve equations in signals and systems. So first we'll go with this equation, which is x of n plus 1. So first let us draw or take one signal as x of n. So now this is n, so this will be a discrete signal. So the time axis will be n, and these are the time instants. And this is the amplitude axis. Suppose we consider this as one signal. And we try to apply this function, that is x of n plus 1 to x of n. This is a plus, so this indicates advance, as we have discussed in the previous video on basic operations, which you can refer, which I'll provide the link in the description box. So here, because we have to advance, it means that we have to move the signal to the left by whatever number is or whatever amount is given after the plus sign. So here it is 1, and we have the signal starting from -1. So we'll have to move the whole waveform by 1 to the left. Now, the first point on our signal is from -1. At -1, the amplitude is 1. So we'll draw this point at -2. So it will be this. And at 0, we have the amplitude as +1 again. So this will shift to -1 and the amplitude will be +1. And at 1, the amplitude is 2. So this would be shifted to 0 and the amplitude will be 2. And similarly at 2 it is 1, and at 3 it is 2. So this will be the resultant signal. Now this was an easy example. Now we'll go to some difficult ones. Here we have to perform this operation, that is x of -n plus 1. So let's draw x of n first. So let's draw a point with amplitude 1 at -1, again 1 at 0, 1 at 1, 2 at 2, and 3 at 3. Now we can see this is not like the usual signals on which we perform the operations. So here we have a minus before the n, so that is time reversal, and then we have a shift. So in this kinds of examples where you have a coefficient to n, what you have to do is take the coefficient outside. That is, this equation will become, now here the coefficient of n is -1, so we'll take -1 outside and take whatever is remaining inside the parenthesis. So -1 into 1n is n, so only n will be inside, and -1 into -1 is again +1, so it will be n minus 1. So this will be the equation which we will try to solve. So using the steps like what I mentioned in the previous page, the first step will be scaling and the second step will be shifting. So using the time scaling operation, what we have to do is only apply the scaling, that is -1 to the original function or original waveform x of n. So if we do that, it will become x of -n. So that is what we have to draw next. So the whole waveform will be mirrored. X of -n. Now at -1 the amplitude is 1, so this will go to +1 and the amplitude will be 1. At 0 the amplitude is 1, so this will be again 1 at 0. At 1 the amplitude is 1, so it will be 1 at -1. At 2 the amplitude is 2, so that will be 2 here. And at 3 the amplitude is 3, so it will be 3 at -3. So this was the time reversal part. Now we have to solve the shifting part of the operation or the function. So now we'll have to shift this time reverse signal by -1. So minus suggests delay, so we'll have to shift this signal to the right by 1. So for this function, this is the signal which has to be changed. So shifting the first point by 1 to the right. So -3 will be at -2. So at -3 we have the amplitude as +3. So at -2 the amplitude will be at +3 in this signal. At -2 we have the amplitude as +2. So here it will be at -1. At -1 the amplitude is +1. So here at 0 we'll have the amplitude as +1. And similarly at 0 it's again +1 and at 1 it's +1. So this is the resultant signal, so which is equivalent to x of -n + 1, which was the original expression. Now we'll try to solve the next one. So this is a continuous time example, x of -t + 3. Now the axis here will be the time axis or t axis. This is the original x of t. So now we have to perform this operation, that is x of minus t plus 3. Now the same thing as we did in the previous example, we'll have to remove the coefficient of t outside. So here it's again minus 1. So we remove minus 1 outside, it will be t minus 3. Now what we'll have to do is, again first thing will be scaling. So scaling will be by minus 1. So minus 1 is as good as time reversal. So we have to perform the time reversal operation, that is x of minus t. Now after performing time reversal, we'll shift it by 3. So again here it's minus, so it suggests delay. So we'll be shifting the signal to the right by 3. Now since the signal is starting from minus 1 and we'll be shifting it to the right by 3, we will not require many points to the left. Now at minus 1 the amplitude is plus 1. So at minus 1 plus 3 the amplitude should be plus 1 in the resultant signal. So minus 1 plus 3 is 2. So our signal will begin at 2. So the amplitude will be plus 1. At 0 the amplitude is plus 1 again. So at 0 plus 3 the amplitude will be plus 1. At 1 the amplitude is 2. So at 1 plus 3, that is at 4, the amplitude will be 2. And at 2, the amplitude is 0 and between we have a ramp signal. So at 4, it's coming down. And then at 5, that is at 2 plus 3, which is 5, we have a ramp. So this will be the resultant signal, which is x of minus t plus 3. Subscribe to Emmanuel Tutorials and press the bell icon for notifications.